development in Sabah to progress in tandem with other states. EPF contributors advised not to withdraw savings hastily. Good evening, I'm Jessica Lee and you're watching News on 2. Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak said today he will continue to focus on development in Sabah to ensure that the state progresses in tandem with other states in the country. Now, speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony of the Pan-Borneo Highway project in Putatan, Sabah, the Prime Minister said he held to the principle of justice in terms of distribution of national development so that all areas from Sabah to Perlis enjoy progress and development accordingly.
Salah satu daripada kejayaan projek Pan-Borneo ini kerana kita beri kepada anak-anak tempatan untuk mengendalikan kontrak seperti ini. Saya nak ianya mengalir, wangnya mengalir sampailah ke akar umbi dalam masyarakat kita. Sebab itulah tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, Pan-Borneo Highway ini disambut dengan begitu hangat sekali sama ada di Sarawak dan juga di Sabah.
Datuk Sri Najib said it is important for all stakeholders in Sabah to strengthen unity, solidarity, as well as drive to maintain stability and prosperity.
Kalau orang
On another note, Datuk Sri Najib highlighted that the National Transformation Policy is designed to expedite development, economic overflow plus job creation. As chairman of Barisan Nasional, he said BN has never backpedaled on his promises like the opposition. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak is highly regarded by United States President Donald Trump as a trusted partner who is accorded serious attention, particularly on issues highlighted by Malaysia. Foreign Minister Datuk Sri Anifah Aman said he came to this conclusion after observing the ease with which Trump engaged with Prime Minister and the appreciation the former accorded to the Prime Minister at the recent ASEAN Summit and related summits in the Philippine city of Manila. Sharing his experience of the 31st ASEAN Summit and related summits with the media, Datuk Sri Anifah said Trump had words of praise for Datuk Sri Najib at the ASEAN-US dialogue held in conjunction with the summits. Trump gave the Prime Minister a pat on the back for what the former said was the outstanding role Malaysia played in coordinating the ASEAN-US dialogue. According to Datuk Sri Anifah, Trump said before all the leaders present that he and Datuk Sri Najib had been friends even before he became the US President. The Foreign Minister said Trump made the statement at the outset of the dialogue as he looked at all the ASEAN leaders present.
Dia berbeza daripada penglihatan saya. Trump ini dia very limited on politics. Dia begitu, orang kata, lokek sengat dengan perkataan-perkataan memuji pemimpin-pemimpin atau negara-negara. Tapi dia single out Malaysia dan mengatakan bahawa Najib is a good friend. Jadi saya lihat ada juga di antara pemimpin. Apabila dia bercakap masa umpama itu, dia melihat dengan muka-muka pemimpin ASEAN yang lain. Macam dia tunjukkan bahawa, he's a good friend of mine, yang seolah-olah yang lain itu dia belum kenal dengan begitu rapat sekali.
Datuk Sri Anifah, who had been observing Trump closely since his campaign to become the US president, said he found Trump to be direct and straightforward in keeping with his campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again." He said that guided by that slogan at his maiden participation at the ASEAN-US dialogue, Trump stated his commitment to ASEAN interests and said he appreciated the ASEAN-US dialogue and sought mutually beneficial cooperation. Employees' Provident Fund or EPF contributors must not resort to withdraw their savings hastily, but instead plan their withdrawals to avoid being duped by scammers. Now, the Malaysian Muslim Consumers Association, or PPIM chief activist Datuk Nazim Johan said contributors must consult EPF officers and seek their assistance in preparing the necessary requirements rather than consulting illegal agents for fast withdrawals. Datuk Nazim said there were cases of scammers aggressively using the social media to lure EPF members into withdrawing savings earlier than they are eligible to. He said the syndicate targeted contributors who were desperate for quick cash and in return asked for 10 to 40% in commission from the withdrawal amount. He also said that the syndicate even blatantly used the EPF logo on its social media account in its bid to dupe the public. Datuk Nazim added that those hurrying to withdraw their funds were between the age of 30 and 50 and mostly middle-class people who have financial difficulties. He suggested that the EPF should look into installing a system that makes verification and approval possible via mobile or online to promote transparency and accountability. The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, or MACC, investigation into the purchase of a luxury hotel in Kuching, Sarawak by Felda Investment Corporation, or FIC, is at the final stage. Its Chief Commissioner Tan Sri Zulkifli Ahmad said the Commission is expected to complete the investigation soon. Tan Sri Zulkifli, however, did not provide details on the specific time frame for the completion of the On the purchase of another hotel in Kensington, London by FIC, the Chief Commissioner said the case would require more time as it involved another country.
Kita telah FIC Kuching, saya rasa berada di peringkat akhir. Cuma terdapat juga yang melibatkan pembelian hotel di London. Angka itu memerlukan sedikit masa. Malahan kita juga telah berkomunikasi lah untuk mendapatkan membuat permohonan bantuan itu mutual legal assistance dengan pihak United Kingdom. Kita akan membuat permohonan melalui Jabatan Peguam Negara.
He said this to reporters after an anti-graft gathering at University Malaysia Sarawak in Kota Samarahan today. It was reported FIC's 2014 purchase of the four-star hotel in Kuching had raised suspicions of corruption and abuse of power. It was alleged that FIC paid between 40 and 50 million ringgit, more than the actual market value of the hotel. Probe into the hotel's purchase was triggered following MACC investigations over FIC's purchase of another four-star hotel in London between 2013 and 2015. Rapid Rail has urged concession card holders, which enable holders to pay fares at half the regular price, not to abuse their privileges by letting others use their cards. Now, Rapid Rail CEO Datuk Zohari Sulaiman said the concession cards are only for students, senior citizens and the disabled. Datuk Johari said that the company had mobilized a task force to carry out inspections at its train stations to prevent abuse of the cards. The operator of Rapid KL's LRT, Monorail and Mass Rapid Transit or MRT services recently carried out a two-day operation at the Masjid Jamek LRT station to nab errant commuters. They seized 81 concession cards in just 2 days.
Kalaulah tindakan seperti ini berlarutan dan mungkin pihak Rapid Rail dan Prasarana akan mencari kaedah lain untuk menangani masalah ini. Dan saya telah pun menggerakkan satu tim untuk membuat pemeriksaan lebih banyak di stesen-stesen lain bagi membenteras aktiviti seperti ini dalam masa terdekat.
He said the cardholders have also been blacklisted, adding that if they wanted to claim a refund for the balance in the cards, they can deal directly with Touch and Go. He said this to reporters after officiating Malaysia's first ever Ayam Legend Festival at Ara Damansara LRT station today. Sultan Perak, Sultan Nazrin Muizzuddin Shah expressed concern over the perplexing issue of rampant plagiarism amongst students nationwide. He said that it is increasingly posing a challenge to the education sector since the advent of the World Wide Web, as information can be easily accessed over the internet. Sultan Nazrin elaborated that students nowadays can easily copy and paste information into their coursework or assignments. With an endless supply of information available online, the functions of academicians have become more complicated as they now have to carefully check the validity and originality of the students' end products.
Plagiarisme wajib diberikan perhatian serius dan lebih wajib diformulasikan kaedah pemantauan yang berkesan demi memastikan integriti dan kredibiliti sesebuah universiti terus terpelihara.
The Sultan of Perak, who is also Chancellor of University Sultan Azlan Shah, USAS, was speaking at the 10th USAS convocation at Dewan Jubilee Perak, Kuala Kangsar. He also expressed worry over the increasing number of universities which focus more on the commercial aspects and making profit rather than educating, which he added will have a negative impact on the standard of education in the country. The Malaysian United Run 2017, or MUR 2017, made the record books as over 40,000 youths from 60 universities and colleges nationwide participated in the charity event at the Sepang International Circuit, or SIC, in Selangor today. The program, organized by Institute On Jaffa, or IOJ, was recognized by Brand Laureate as the largest participation of youths in a run. IOJ patron Datuk Seri Syamuddin Tun Hussein said MUR 2017 was an event to be proud of as it managed to gather participants from various races and background.
Dan apa yang telah dilakukan oleh IOJ ini dalam masa 3 tahun saja menunjukkan bahawa objektif penubuhannya, visinya, harapannya memang dapat sentuhan daripada anak-anak muda kita.
Datuk Seri Syamuddin, who is also Defence Minister, also handed over 250,000 ringgit, which was raised by IOJ to 50 underprivileged children, and hopes that more such programs would be organised in the future. A total of 620 students from 24 primary schools and 32 nurseries in Johor Bahru made it into the Malaysia Book of Records, or MBOR, by being part of the largest ukulele ensemble in conjunction with the Groans Ukulele Festival. Now, the ensemble, comprising children aged between 4 and 12, performed 3 songs at the festival. Muafakat Johor, which is the official Johor state anthem, Mary Had a Little Lamb, and Little Tiger. According to Groans Director of Operations, Willen Wong Wai Lun, the children took 4 months to practice and prepare themselves for the performance.
Dalam dunia music, actually ukulele is one of the happy instrument and easy instrument, especially for kids.
MBOR Office Manager Lee Pui Ling awarded the MBOR certificate to Groans Sales and Marketing Director Stephen Cho Sun Kai. The festival also saw the attendance of State Tourism, Domestic Trade and Consumerism Committee Chairman Datuk T. Siu Kiong, who launched the festival. The companies that fail to comply with plastic waste import regulations will face immediate cancellations of their import licenses, or AP. Urban Wellbeing, Housing and Local Government Minister Tan Sri Noor Omar said the decision was taken given that several companies were defying the order by bringing in waste materials that were not approved by the government. According to Tan Sri Noor, the Customs Department had recently seized 40 containers in Port Klang that contained unapproved waste materials.
Bila kita lihat barang yang nak masuk tu bukannya perkara barang-barang yang dibenarkan. Jadi sebab itu kita akan ambil tindakan yang lebih tegas supaya tidak mahu ada mana-mana pihak yang kita dah berikan kebenaran tapi dah ambil kesempatan nak jadikan negara kita ni sebagai dumping area.
Speaking in Putrajaya today, Tan Sri Noor said the National Solid Waste Management Department had also been directed to review the APs of 149 companies allowed to import plastic waste from several countries, including China, Hong Kong and Singapore, to ensure compliance with the rulings. Now, all fishermen using trawlers in Zone B nationwide will be required to install Automatic Identification System, or AIS, on their boats as a safety measure when they are at sea. Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Minister Datuk Seri Ahmad Shabri Cheek said so far 50% of trawlers in the country have had the system installed for free on their boats.
Saya mintalah kerjasama nelayan-nelayan, terutama nelayan B yang selalu pergi keluar masuk di kawasan yang dipertikaikan menggunakan AIS untuk melindungi diri mereka. Senang untuk kita kita pertahankan mereka kerana ada IS. Tanpa IS tidak ada bukti yang boleh kita sandarkan.
The high-tech system from Germany was specially designed to address intrusions at coastal zones often done by foreign vessels. He said this to reporters after presenting special allowances totaling 269,850 ringgit to 931 fishermen in Kuala Selangor today. Now, in conjunction with tomorrow's World Toilet Day, which is about inspiring action to tackle the global sanitation crisis, a study conducted by pest control services specialist Rentokil Malaysia found that 47% of Malaysians avoid using public toilets given the appalling conditions of these facilities. Even more shocking is that 84% said they found unflushed and stinking toilets when they use these public facilities. Currently, there are many innovative devices being used to prevent the spread of germs in public toilets.
We also tend to see that there's a trend in utilizing more touch-free or sensor-based technology in public areas. I'm sure you're familiar with that as well, where you encounter automated doors, even automated flushing toilet bowls, automated water taps, soaps and hand dryers. So when it comes to the washroom facilities, the touch-free units are also now built with antibacterial coating to prevent growth of bacteria on the surface of this, to further reduce spread of germs and viruses.
Needless to say, it is vital to make toilet cleanliness in the workplace a priority to avoid breeding germs that carry illnesses and to provide a comfortable working environment. The Malaysian Pineapple Industry Board, or MPIB, says Malaysia needs more pineapple plantations to meet growing overseas demand. Now, the latest market, China, has selected 3 Malaysian exporters, including 2 importers from Johor, to supply MD2 type of pineapples to the Republic. MPIB Chairman Datuk Samsul Bari Jamali said 3 local exporters have been approved to each supply 20 containers or 120 metric tons of fresh pineapples through 3 ports, namely Shanghai, Shenzhen and Nanning. However, currently only 2% of the demand were acknowledged.
Market yang besar ini bukan harus dilihat sebagai opportunity semata-mata, tetapi ianya harus dilihat sebagai cabaran sejauh mana kita boleh memenuhi permintaan dan memenuhi spesifikasi dan protokol yang ditetapkan. Kalau kita boleh atasi ini semua, insya-Allah nikmatnya akan dinikmati oleh para pengusaha semua.
Datuk Samsul also reminded suppliers to ensure the quality of their produce meet the specifications required by the importing countries. Currently, there are 13,400 hectares of pineapple plantations nationwide, and over 8,900 hectares of them are in Johor. The Terengganu Religious Affairs Department, or JHEAT, will be meeting with the Department of Religious Affairs of Thailand to discuss the issue of marriage syndicates falsifying documents, especially registration of marriage certificates. A handful of Malaysians have taken the easy way, using these syndicates to get married in southern Thailand without considering the risk they face in the event they seek divorce later on. This certainly poses a problem, especially for women, as marriages handled by these syndicates are not registered with any religious department in Malaysia. Terengganu Communications, Multimedia and Special Functions Chairman Ghazali Taib said the whole process would result in plenty of problems in the future, including difficulty to get their children's birth certificates, identity cards and citizenship status.
Hubungan ini bukan untuk memudahkan perkahwinan di luar daerah, sebenarnya untuk menyempurnakan setiap pasangan yang telah berkahwin ada dokumen yang lengkap, bukan penipuan. Kerana implikasinya kalau ada penipuan seperti ini akan timbul pertama pengesahan dari segi hukum, sah atau tidak sah perkahwinan tersebut.
Meanwhile, representatives of the Patani Islamic Council, Ahmad Kamil Wanjuso, said that every couple who gets married in a country is required to obtain the consent of their relevant parties according to the requirements set. The men's ward of Hospital Sibu in Sarawak was in a state of panic early today when smoke enveloped the ward, believed to be from a damaged air conditioner. According to Acting Zone 4 Fire and Rescue Department Sarawak, Wan Kamaruddin Wan Ahmad, the incident occurred at about 8:19 a.m. Hospital staff acted quickly to evacuate all patients from the ward while awaiting the arrival of firefighters. Preliminary investigations reveal that while there was smoke emanating from the damaged air conditioner, there were no flames. Fortunately, all patients were allowed to return to the ward around 10:30 a.m. In Sabah to progress in tandem with other states. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more updates. Till then, I'm Jessica Lee. Good night.